Okay, we're back. I had a little problem. My tripod was like falling over in slow motion, so I didn't really want it to go crashing down. So anyway, we're doing cheeseburger pie today, and I know it's Friday, and happy Friday, and I know a lot of people don't want to cook on Friday. I know I didn't when I worked. I mean, that was the one night we would probably go out or I'd bring something home. I did not want to cook in the kitchen. I was exhausted. So, but anyway, it just worked out this week. Kind of had a crazy week, and that's just what happened. So anyway, I have a couple of eggs here, and I've already kind of scrambled them up. And I've already baked my spaghetti squash, and I will include the video in the comment section to show you how I do mine. It doesn't mean you have to do it that way, but it's just how I do it. All right, so we already have the spaghetti squash done. All we have to do is do the pie filling, put it into the pie plate, and put it in the oven. That's it. So it's pretty easy once you have the spaghetti squash done, and I've already cooked the pound of meat. You know, that's pretty easy to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the meat here in with the eggs. And there's also some onion in here. Okay, and mix that up. And then I have a 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt, low-fat Greek yogurt. And put that in there. And then it also calls for I think it's 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. So I have the tomato paste, and I'm just gonna put a couple of tablespoons in there. And I kind of lop it off because it doesn't seem like it ever all comes off the measuring spoon. All right. Always makes a mess. All right, so I'm just gonna mix this up. And this is the pie filling. So it's egg, plain Greek yogurt, low fat. I use a 2% Greek yogurt. You could use a 0% if you want to. I use a 2. I did put some cumin seasoning in the meat. Okay, so here is your pie filling. Okay, so now you need to do the pie crust, all right? So here is the spaghetti squash that we are gonna make the pie crust with. And I used to use like every single bit of the spaghetti squash, but it was just a bit much. So I kind of just, you know, let's see how thin or thick it is. Oops, I think I saw. Yep, saw a little seed in there. Don't want that. Okay, so I'm gonna mash this down. I'm also gonna try to get some of the moisture out of the spaghetti squash. So I just you could take a lint-free towel, you could take a paper towel, whatever it is that you would like to use on this to try to get some of the moisture out, or you don't have to at all. I mean, the recipe doesn't even tell you to do that. So it's, you know, all up to you what you want to do. And I probably need a little bit more spaghetti squash. Can y'all see this? Make sure y'all can even see it. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to bring it up on the sides here of the pie plate. Okay, and I did spray this pie plate with Pam. Okay, just a couple sprays, nothing big. All right, so here you go. Here's your little pie crust of spaghetti squash. And again, you could use more of the spaghetti squash if you wanted to. And then I'm going to take this filling, the egg, the yogurt, the tomato paste, and the meat and onions. And you know, if you wanted to add some more seasonings, you could. Cumin happens to be one of my favorites, so I find I add it to a lot of things. This recipe does not call for cumin, however, I added it in. Okay, so here you have it. So that's done. You got the filling in here, and then you have a 3/4 cup of cheese. Actually, is that 3/4 or 2/3? It's 2/3 cup of reduced fat cheddar. So now I'm going to spread that out. And the recipe calls for the dill pickle slices on top, and you cook the dill pickle slices on there. But one of my friends told me once, I don't do that. I slice up the pickles and I like to keep them crisp and cold, and I do eat them with it, but I don't like them cooked on there, so I started doing that too. So when it comes out of the oven, I'll have the sliced pickles ready. And so now you have your cheeseburger pie. And we're gonna pop it in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 or 40 minutes. It's 40 minutes. So I'm popping it in the oven for 40 minutes. And then when it comes out, it's ready to roll. So enjoy your Friday, and I will put a picture later when it comes out in 40 minutes. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye.